Hello YouTube, Witchkin community, Miss White Wolf here. Doing a quick vlog because we're expecting Hurricane Dorian here in the morning. So we've done some prep in our yard tonight. We have taken in all of the furniture that was outside, cleared away anything that we thought could potentially get picked up and thrown around. We were in this, not really suburbs, but we live pretty close to other houses just inside of the city. And anyhow, there's people that live close enough to us that if we don't put our furniture away, it's sure to fly into someone's house and do some damage. And we have a number of trees in our yard. So anyhow, I'll let you know a little bit about that later. But what I've been doing tonight, because I haven't done it yet this year, is I've been going out and feeding and offering some protection oil to my home wards. I've not done this yet, and realistically I probably should have done it Lunasa. That would be a good time, and I'm going to make a little note next year so that I'm doing it well in advance of hurricane season. Hurricane season here in Nova Scotia, in the Maritimes, along the Atlantic coast, starts in late August, early September. So it's a good idea to do it then, instead of waiting until the 11th hour when you're about to have a hurricane. So anyhow, what I've been doing is I've been going around to the wards and feeding them. What I decided to feed them, what is safest around here, and it's not going to, it's a good offering anyhow, is I've been feeding the, underneath the wards, a little bit of cornmeal. And I've also been feeding them some protection oil that someone had made for me. You can make your own protection oil. You can look up correspondence. You can use oils that correspond protection for you, and you can do all sorts of things with those. You can anoint your wards, you can anoint your home, you can anoint anything that you want to protect. You can anoint yourself if you wanted to before you went out, if you knew that you were going to be going someplace like on a hike or someplace where you might need a little extra protection. So anyhow, so this is what I'm doing this evening, along with I'm getting a jump start on my protection jar. I was going to wait till Maybon to do it, but no, it's going to be done tonight. So I'm going to make my sigils. I've got my crab shells that I've been collecting. I'll be using those along with some pieces of the house that I've kind of come across, pieces of shingles, pieces of paint that had come off of my house, little pieces of trees that are surrounding my home, because I not only want to protect my home and my cat and my daughter and my husband, not in that particular order, all together, but I also want to protect the trees. I don't want them to fall, and I certainly don't want them to fall in my house, so I'm going to include them in that protection bottle. And if they are to fall, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen, but I really want to protect everybody in this house as well as the house if I can. That's the intent. So anyhow, I've already done the north side. I was going to share my video while I did that, but my neighbors are right there, and I look crazy enough most times as it is. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take you with me, and we'll go to the east side. God, hurricane seems to be party time. Don't know if that's what it's like where you live, but here where I live, there was an awful lot of people making runs to the liquor store tonight. Oh my. Okay, so this is my cue to clean this up next week. Oh, because I can't quite get back here easy. If I see a rat, I'm probably going to lose my shit. You've been warned. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera around. You can see my protective ward for the east side. Okay, so there it is. As you can see, it's still there, still intact. Might need a little love next summer because it's looking a little faded, and I don't want any of these things to fade. I want to re-energize them, and I want to anoint them and show them some respect. So this is incredibly hard to do one-handed, but we'll try. So I'd like to pick it up if I can. Please, no. I don't mind crawly things, but nothing too crawly, please. I'm going to feed it. So I'm feeding it underneath. This is to feed my ward of the east, representing, for me, the east represents water, because where I live, the water is on the east side of me. The element of water, the animal of, like the animal spirit ally that I call to for water, is the water serpent. It's my anointing oil. Please accept this oil as an offering to keep my home and the people that live in my home and the trees protected for this fall, this winter, and this spring and summer, until I can come back and leave another offering. If it's meant for the highest good, blessed be. Okay, so that's what I've been doing at 7 o'clock at night, the night before a hurricane's supposed to hit. Category 2, so we're not talking the same intensity that the Bahamas received, but it's bad enough. As you can tell, I am surrounded, well, not surrounded, there's a number of trees. Oh my God, I've got oil all over me. There's a number of tall trees in my backyard. And I don't want them to come down. I don't want them to fall. And I don't want them to come down to my house. So anyhow, that is how I am recharging and cleansing my house wards. Anyhow, maybe we'll do this sometime next year, not so frantically. I might actually take them to the beach. That would be even better during a full moon, or whenever I do a drumming circle there. Wow, that would be intense. That's a great idea. I'm going to write that down in my journal. Anyhow, sorry about the scurried message. Blessings to everyone. I hope that everyone is staying safe if you are expecting Hurricane Dorian, and stay well. Many blessings. Bye now.